Yeah, welcome to my channel once again. Don't forget to subscribe. So today we'll be talking about sponsored advert again because it's really important for you to run an advert on your account. But whether it's important or not, I'd like to know your opinion in the comment section. Do you think it is good for a business owner to run adverts either on Instagram or Facebook or any other social media platform? Let me know what you think in the comment section before you continue watching this video. If you know you are not interested in running advert on your account, don't worry. Just make sure you keep watching this video. So back to my question: do you think running advert is important on your account? The answer can either be yes or it can be no, whichever way. If it's a no, it means maybe because you've had a bad experience running advert in the past, or you contacted some people and the advert didn't convert. Meanwhile, probably that might be because you do not have good knowledge about how adverts work, or the person you consulted is not an expert in running an advert. I'm sorry for that. That might have been the reason why you feel running advert is a waste of time. Advert is never a waste of time. It's not a waste of money, so to speak. But if you also believe that running advert is good, I would like to say thank you and I would like to say congratulations, because running advert actually makes you to earn more, makes your business to grow faster, makes you to get more engagement, and at the end, you're actually able to get more return. Although sometimes it can be frustrating because you might run an advert and maybe you're unable to get enough sales, or maybe you didn't get any sale at all. And you'll be like, was this really worth it? Actually, I would like to tell you that it's really worth it. So for those who don't believe in running adverts, it means most likely because of what I said earlier, and also it means that maybe they're not interested in growing their business. But if you are serious and you are interested in growing your business, the sponsor advert is definitely for you. So how does sponsor advert works? Usually when we post on our social media account, what happens is the algorithm does its thing. It sends our post to maybe our followers or people's feed, and sometimes if you are lucky, you might get shown maybe in explore under trending sections, either on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, or whichever social media account you are posting from. But what sponsored advert does is that it shows your product or services to people who might never come across your product or who might never come across your account. And that is what sponsor advert does to your account. Sponsor advert gives you the kind of benefit or exposure that your traditional or your local posting might never give you, which is why it's actually very important for you to run an advert. Now, another question that some people that can think about it would like to ask me is like, uh, does sponsored advert always convert? The answer is yes and no. Now, depending on the aspect of the sponsored advert that you're looking into, that is what will determine whether it always convert or not. So sometimes you might run an advert depending on the niche, who is doing the targeting for you, and nobody will buy from you at that instance or at that point that you are running the advert. That happens. And also sometimes you might run an advert and you are going to get, let's say, hundreds or thousands or tens of people maybe buying the product or making inquiry. So which is why in that position you're going to say, okay, yes, sponsor advert always convert. But sometimes you might actually run an advert and all what you get to be inquiry. And this, there are a lot of factors that might actually be affecting this. One of them is that, let's after running the advert, I reach out to you and I'm not satisfied with your responses, or I'm not convinced to buy from you. That might actually delay me from buying from you at that point. So what I will have in mind is that, okay, let me keep your contact or let me follow your account, and then I'm going to monitor how you are posting, what you do, just for me to confirm whether I can trust you with my money or whether you'll be able to deliver the kind of service I want. So in that instance, you being the person running the advert might feel like you are not making sales. And which is why I said there are a lot of factors involved. And the question is not a black and white of saying, does sponsored advert always convert, and be like yes, you'll be like no, because there are a lot of factors that are involved. Which is why before you run an advert, it is important that you are physically, mentally, and emotionally ready for what follows. Because when you run an advert, people are going to come to your DM, or they're going to come to your account, they're going to make inquiries, they're going to message you, hello, this, that. So how you reply them, or how you're able to convince them to continue with that conversion, we actually help to improve your conversion rate. But when they message you, you are not online, or let's say you are not available to reply them, or you were insultive, or you're abusive, or you're unable to give them detailed information about what they are asking, then all those people making inquiry will just feel like, okay, maybe you're just one of the online scammers and they don't buy from you. So, which is one of the common, let me say, things or reasons that I've actually found among some business owners who complain that they run an advert and it didn't convert. Yes. Some ways and some tricks that you can use in order to improve the conversion rate. That is, for instance, the first thing is make sure that you are available to reply all inquiries. The second one is that enable or make sure that you have the specific details about the products or the services you are running adverts to. And the third one is bring up or train yourself and to be able to negotiate well, because negotiation is not in terms of money, it is in terms of convincing people or leads from an advert. For example, let's say I reach out to you, let's say you made an advert about a particular land in any location in the world, and I reach out to you and I'm like, hi, I would like to know more information about this. So the first thing is, if you reply me, let's say within 30 minutes, I'll be like, okay, that's fair, not bad. But if you reply me within 5 minutes, then that is quite fast. I'll be like, oh, this person is serious about it. Then I ask you, and then you're like, okay, let me get back to you later. Then I'm going to be like, what is happening? Because if you are running an advert or you are selling a product, you should have all the right information about that product at hand, so that as people are making inquiries, you are replying them on time. And when you do that, anybody who is interested can actually make their payment within 24 hours of seeing your advert. But when I asked the question and you're unable to give me full details or full response about it, what happens is that I feel like, maybe you're not the owner, or maybe you're trying to scam me of my money, and then I will stop. It's either I be like, oh, let me follow you for a long time to see what you've been doing, whether you're legit or not. Or the second time I'll be like, okay, I'm not going to buy from you. I just look for another person. So which is why it is important for you to be available, for you to have your negotiation skills to be up, or else you will continue to run adverts and you feel like you are wasting your money. Sponsor adverts do convert, and there are a lot of people, or let me say millions of social media users that run adverts every day. And the reason they're able to run that is because they've mastered these skills, or what is required for you to have a successful advert, or for you to have a high conversion rate, which is why it is very important for you to put all these things in place before running an advert. Another thing that I'm going to talk about is that when you're running an advert, please don't be insultive, don't be abusive. Whether a client is frustrating you, whether a lead is frustrating you or not, never go back and insult them back, or never say anything negative to them. Always be positive, always be happy, always be merry, always be excited. Either they are buying from you or not. And this is very important because of what I called advocacy, which I'm going to be sharing with us in the next slide. On to the next section on advocacy. So, what is advocacy? Advocacy means when someone reaches out to you via a sponsored advert. It might not be only sponsored advert, can be maybe through your post. I'm not interested in the product, but I've got friends or relatives who might be interested in what you sell. So that's advocacy. So I can actually come to your DM and make inquiries about that particular product or services of yours. And then I pitch it to my friend or my colleague to buy from you. And which is why it is very important not to say anything negative or insult or abuse anyone who is making an inquiry about your product. No matter how you feel, maybe their questions are improper, or maybe, let me say, the word stupid, not really stupid, or they're asking questions that you feel is out of the world. Doesn't mean always smile and reply them. Be calm and also be positive and be happy when you are replying them, because some people make inquiries from you, they ask questions, maybe they do not have enough idea about what you do or about that particular product, but they just want to get more information about it. And what they do is that, oh, they already have it or registered in their memory that this person does this. So what they do is, when they have a friend who is, let's say, interested in what you sell or your product, then they are going to then give them either your contact or your username. And that is why where advocacy comes in, and why it is very important for you to what to maintain sanity, be calm, and also what be respectful in whatever you do. So another thing about sponsored adverts that makes the conversion rate to be harder is what I call honesty. Sometimes we have some people who make adverts, but they are not honest about the product. They give unrealistic expectations. They advertise, let's say, fake products, so to speak. For example, let's say you are running advert about a bag, for example, and then you got an online photo. You use this for your advert. Meanwhile, the picture of the original product is not what is being shown online. So you understand what I'm sure somebody will be able to understand what I meant by that. Or for example, you are selling a product, let's say pot now. The pot that you are posting is different from the one you have. So that is honesty. So what happens is when you post that product and someone buys from you, although you will record that as a conversion, but what happens is that those people actually go back to either your previous post or your comment, and then they bastardize your page or your business because you've not been honest with them. So which means that whenever you want to run an advert, you use the original video or picture of the product that the person will be getting. Don't lie about it, because this actually helps with the conversion rate. Finally, I would like to tell you that sponsor advert is positive. It makes your business to grow faster beyond your imagination, because your product or services gets to be known by a large volume of people. People are going to come to your account, they're going to make inquiries, they're going to take note of your page, they're going to follow your account, which means that it also helps you for you to get more followers. Sometimes if you have websites, the advert is going to direct them to your website. You're going to get more website traffic and all these things. So all these things are just like measures for you to know that your account is growing and your sponsored advert is working. So what have you gained from this video? Comment it, drop it in the comment section. Let's have a look, and then watch out for the next video on social media marketing. Bye.